What's up, Fast Break Feed family? Welcome back to another exciting preview, where today we're diving into the Bulls versus Pistons matchup on February 2nd, 2025. This game is bound to keep us on the edge of our seats, so let's break it down. Prediction, odds, pick, and the spread. We've got all the info you need to know. Let's get into it. Bulls overview. First up, let's talk about the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have had an interesting season so far, showing flashes of brilliance, but also struggles with consistency. With players like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic, they've got the talent to compete with anyone. But will they rise to the occasion in this matchup? On the offensive side, LaVine and DeRozan are dynamic scorers, capable of putting up big numbers. LaVine's three-point shooting and DeRozan's mid-range game are going to be crucial for the Bulls in this one. If they can play to their strengths and keep the ball moving, they could find themselves in a solid position by the final buzzer. Defensively, the Bulls will need to tighten things up. They've had their moments of defensive brilliance, but can be inconsistent. Against a Pistons team that's still in the rebuilding phase, they need to make sure they lock down key players and prevent any surprise runs. Pistons overview. Now, let's take a look at the Detroit Pistons. This season, they've been all about building for the future. With young talent like Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey, they're definitely setting up for something special. But while they have flashes of greatness, the Pistons are still trying to find that consistent rhythm, especially on offense. Cunningham, in particular, has shown that he can be a game changer, but will he be able to take over against a tough Bulls team? If he gets hot early, the Pistons could surprise a lot of people, especially if other guys like Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren step up to support him. Defensively, the Pistons have had their fair share of struggles. However, with the youth and energy they bring, they're capable of putting together some solid stretches. If they can keep the Bulls' stars in check and force turnovers, they might just have a chance to pull off the upset. Prediction and key factors. So what's the prediction? The Bulls are certainly the favorites going into this game. With their playoff aspirations on the line, you know they're going to come out strong. Chicago's experience and firepower should be enough to handle Detroit's rebuilding squad. But let's not forget that Cade Cunningham can be a problem if he gets going. However, the Pistons will need a near-perfect performance to steal the win. If Cunningham and the supporting cast can execute and control the tempo, they could keep this game close. But Chicago has the edge in terms of talent and depth, which should get them over the line in the end. Odds and spread. Now, let's talk odds. As of right now, the Bulls are favored by minus 6.5 on the spread. This means they're expected to win by at least 6.5 points. Looking at the odds, Chicago is definitely the stronger team on paper. But the Pistons have the kind of unpredictability that could make this game closer than expected. If you're looking at a moneyline bet, the Bulls are coming in at around 230, while the Pistons are sitting at plus 200. It's clear the Bulls are the safe bet, but if you're feeling lucky, Detroit's higher payout could be tempting if they pull off the upset. So, for the pick, I'm leaning towards the Chicago Bulls to win this one, but I'm a little hesitant on the spread. While I do think Chicago will come out on top, Detroit's energy and fight could make this one tighter than the experts think. The Pistons might just cover the spread, but ultimately, I see the Bulls taking it by a small margin. That's all for today's game preview. Bulls versus Pistons, February 2nd, 2025. It's going to be one you don't want to miss. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Do you think the Pistons have a shot, or will the Bulls take care of business? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the preview. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update from Fast Break Feed. We'll catch you next time with more predictions, analysis, and everything NBA.